We are back for part five of our
Five.
little series here about how the herb stop came to be, what it was like opening a business as a woman in the 90s, which seems like
Forever, yeah.
no, it seems like just yesterday.
Oh,
you know,
David,
like
yeah.
1990 still.
Well, the herb stop
Yeah.
is not a teenager anymore. It's a mature woman.
Yes, middle aged.
31 is
30.
middle age, you think?
Maybe. I don't
Yeah,
know.
okay.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, a young woman.
A
You're
young
right.
woman, yeah.
Okay, so let's see. We've talked about getting started. We talked about the first day you opened. So talk to me about other stores and how that came about. And yeah, tell me about that.
Yeah, that's that's way back when, yeah. So
Actually, wait.
Okay.
Let's go in order. Talk to me about now you have the store open and people are starting to come in and people want to learn. So tell me about your classes that you developed and tell me about that.
Yeah, that's a long time ago. Okay, so a lot of people would be coming to the store. They didn't really know very much about me. Most people that would come in were wondering, what is this all about? And some people, most people very, very nice. Once in a while, I have a pharmaceutical rep coming and telling me that I'm just selling snake oil. And
how did you respond to stuff like that?
It was hard. It was just, shocking that people didn't know about herbs because I grew up that way in Switzerland. People use herbs as their primary medicine at first.
Yeah. Most places in the world.
Most places in the world. Actually, you're right. Yes. Yeah. And so anyway, we had this guy and he was very tall. He opens the door and he said, "What the hell are you doing in here?"
Wow.
Yeah, he was kind of very aggressive. And, I felt like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? And yeah, I felt really very intimidated. And, but then all of a sudden I thought about, what is he doing to me? He's trying to break me or something.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, I remembered what I went through when my grandma helped me, get out of the health issue that I was having there when I was 17. And she cured me, or maybe not cured me, but
yes.
Well, she did. Yeah. So anyway, she facilitated my healing within 6 months, where the doctor said I'll be dead by then. So I just thought about her, and then I looked at him, tall guy, and I said, I want to tell you a story. When I was 17 years old, I was diagnosed, and I was in a hospital for tests and all that. I was diagnosed with leukemia. And they gave me 6 months to live. My grandmother took me to a herbal doctor, and he diagnosed me with the same thing, with a blood disease. And lo and behold, there were cures out there in the natural world, and I got better. So he looked at me and he didn't know what to say, and he just closed the door. I think I made that tall man like this little person. Because, when you say, this is what happened to me, it's always very powerful stories. And I had many stories, but it's always easy to speak about your own.
Of course.
And so anyway,
well, you can't argue with that.
Yeah.
You
cannot argue.
Yeah, you went a natural way, and here you are.
Yeah.
50, 60 years later, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And very healthy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
Yes. Okay, so all right, so then you had those kind of instances, and then I'm sure they said, "Oh, your herbs, I want to learn more."
Yes.
Okay.
So anyway, I got sidetracked because there are some moments, they're so fresh in my head because it was
those are important
so hurtful,
Yeah.
Anyway, so people were coming in. I want to learn about herbs, so I put together a program and we started doing classes. But the store was just so small. So we had to take the chairs into the mall, and then people would walk by and they just stand there and listen. It was so beautiful, it was breezy with the flowers around. I was just in my element. It was wonderful. And people enjoyed, learning more and more about herbs. So we continued teaching the classes And we still are online.
Yep. Yep.
In those days, it was easier to gather people in one particular evening a week, where today everybody's, busy
all the
and to
time.
have commitments, and it's really hard to gather several people on one day or one night. So, yeah.
So now we have it online. Yes.
We have it online.
So you developed a level 1 that was 9 weeks, a level 2 that was 9 weeks.
Yes.
And so, and then you also wrote newsletters.
Yes, we wrote newsletters. We had little flyers as we were walking out of the store, all different colors flyers on, allergies or, joint problems. And, just things that people were experiencing during that time.
Yeah.
So they were able to, take it home and read it.
Nice.
Yeah. So, a lot of things. And then newsletters. And then the computers started to be, very helpful.
Okay.
To print those newsletters.
You have a funny story about a computer.
Oh, yes.
That I think everybody would love to hear.
Yes. Okay. So my late husband, of course, he wanted to progress with the store. So I said, the way to go is computers. And I didn't really know what he was talking about. Now we're talking like
95,
maybe 3.
Okay.
Because I remember my son would go on his computer early in the morning, and I was in my bedroom, and I would do. And I said,
Windows.
What are you doing? And he said, Mom, this is going to be the future. And I said, I just couldn't see that at all. I mean, people are going to sit there and they're going to buy things from there. It was just so weird. So anyway, I thought, well, I'm just going to go along and just believe that this is going to be the future. And so we put a computer in the store, and so all the products were in there. They all had a code.
It was a large company that will remain nameless,
yes,
right?
It was a large company. Said, let's, let us help you because, we have franchises all over the country. We'll show you how to do this. And I don't remember what happened. It just was a big mess.
Yeah. One day you were trying to sell.
I was trying to sell something, and the computer tells me, you don't have that on the shelf, not available. So I'm looking, and they say, I have four of those in there. And I got so frustrated. So that one night, I closed the store, took the computer, put it in a shopping cart, and I was driving to the dump, the dumpster we have. And this person stops me and said, what are you doing with this computer? I said, I'm going to smash it in that dumpster. I said, you cannot do that. And he looked at me. I said, oh, maybe I should check it out. So I went back and just put it on the floor, and I just didn't connect at all with it.
Yeah. So we went back to old school cash register.
Yeah, I like that. I was always a people's person. I like to talk to people. Yeah. And I really don't want a machine telling me that I don't have the product.
Yes.
Yes, I was a rebel.
Good. That's good.
Yeah.
You're so funny.
Yeah. I said, Mom, what did you do? I said, I almost threw it out.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
That's cute. All right. Well, join us again tomorrow. We'll make that maybe our last part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll see you again tomorrow.